Start action, Charlie. Hi guys. Welcome to my channel, I guess. That was a little more official than I'd like it to because honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just know that I wanted to start a channel to just kind of document my journey, have another platform to share my messages, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my captions are basically little mini novels. That's kind of limiting at times, and I decided that vlogging would be perfect for me so that I can kind of keep my Instagram more pictures and Insta-journalish and my YouTube more personal than I already have been. Anyways, first things first, how do you pronounce my name? It is not Whistle, Weasel, Wassel. My name is Wassal, okay? Wassal, like what's all that over there? What's up, but with the L at the end, Saul, okay? Now we can move on. I figure this first video is just gonna be an introduction to me, who I am. I'd love to hear feedback on what you guys want to hear from me, and just kind of tell you a little bit about what to expect from this channel. One thing is I like to ramble and rant. Let me bring it back to what we're here for. So background of who I am real quick. Again, my name's Wassal. Where does that name come from? Where am I from? Originally Morocco. Both of my parents are Moroccan. Shout out to my parentals for creating me. They are just amazing, magic. Love them. I have one younger sister. She's 21. What? She will always be my baby sister. Angel on earth, literally. What else? What does my name mean? Long story short, it's like the love bond that keeps a family together, or something of that nature. I am love. A little bit about my journey. I've lived in Morocco. I lived in Syria. That's where my sister was born. When we came to America, my dad is like in the agriculture field. So ended up in Iowa, of all places. But honestly, not talking shit on Iowa, I am really grateful that I got to go to school there. I met some amazing people. It was an overall good experience. Kept me grounded, kept me humble. Yeah, and then I left. Before I left, I tried the college thing for a year there. That was a blur. Family had moved to Minnesota, so I went there and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with my life? My parents are all, we brought you to America for a better education. Okay, so then I went and tried a junior college, hated it. School is just not my jam. So then I was like, wow, I have to get out of the Midwest. I am over it, or so I thought, honestly. And so I picked a place on the map and decided I wanted to go to art school in Arizona. Why Arizona? I just remember thinking like, oh, there are no crazy natural disasters like tornadoes, earthquakes. So fast forward, I was actually super sick before I moved to Arizona. And so I just remember we packed up my car, me and my parents, and my mom literally drove me the whole way down. That was an adventure in itself. Shout out to my mom, what a queen. Because I was literally dying. Story time. Got to Arizona, I literally had no job, no plan. Really found a place online, it looked beautiful. It looked like a resort, because hello, I was living in Minnesota and I saw palm trees and a pool and I'm like, bet I'm living there. When I got there, if anyone lives in Arizona, I ended up on like 19th Avenue and Dunlap or something. I remember when we parked the car and I got my parking space, I looked at the car next to me and they had one of those lock things on their wheel, and me and my mom just looked at each other like, okay, maybe we need one of those. So we go to bed, wake up in the morning, my mom looks outside and she's like, "Can you move the car?" And I'm like, "Hey, no." And like I look outside and the car is gone. Like, did it get stolen? What the? So asked the office, like, "Did you guys tow it?" Nope. We call the police and they're like, "Yeah, we repoed your car. We've been tracking it since you entered state lines." And long story short, they thought that some felon owned my car, blah, blah, blah. We had to prove that. We had to call all these places, finally, like, track down some guy we bought the car from in Iowa to prove that we legitimately bought this car. Called the tow place, and they were like, "Yeah, you can come get it." How? You have the car. We had to figure out the public transportation system, finally brought the car back, whatever. All was great in the end. My mom left. I still needed a job. I got a job in the leasing office where I worked, which was so dope. Shout out to Jamie and Tara because they took me under their wings. I was a little baby chicken. What? Baby chicken. Anyways, I got a job. I started school. I sucked at that too. I ended up dropping out. I ended up getting really sick. I was septic in the hospital. My mom flew down because she thought I was dying. My boyfriend at the time who was teaching English in Africa, and my family flew him back also because, we all thought it was a wrap for me. I'm still here. Yay, thanks God. I've stayed in Arizona for a few years, ended up moving back to the Midwest, and then I ended up in Kansas City, Missouri, and that's where I'm currently at right now. Very short, I've been a little bit of a nomad. I have no problem with packing up my car and just going and seeing what happens, but I think it was time to grow up, so I signed a 2-year lease here in Kansas City, and it's challenging because I'm definitely ready to get up and go again, but it's keeping me grounded and focused, I guess. Honestly, it hasn't been that bad here. I've met some really dope people, some creatives, but it is also the first time in a very long time that I've lived absolutely by myself without like family, relationship, roommate, any type of anything. I just got a cat on accident, honestly. Story for another day. Yeah, it's been interesting. Story time over. Back to this channel and why I want to start it. I honestly want to start vlogging just to kind of document my journey. I love writing, I love creating, and I love sharing my messages. I feel like I am overwhelmed with them at times, and I felt like this would be a really good outlet to be even more personal and connect with you all. Long story short, I'm just starting this channel, vlogging, just kind of documenting my journey throughout this life and this next chapter. I'm excited for it. I feel like this chapter is about a lot of elevation and self-awareness and self-love and care, and I want to share it with you all. I want to dive in more on anything that has to do with your mind, body, soul, anything that raises your vibrations, and I just want to share it with you guys. So let me know anything that you want to see from me on this channel. I would love to hear it. And other than that, I don't know if anyone's even watching this, but if you are watching, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I don't really know all this YouTube lingo, so I guess subscribe, follow, whatever the hell. I appreciate you. You are amazing.